Hey everyone, it's Mike again from Infinite Insights, and today I want to talk to you guys about diet. Yesterday I released a video entitled We Were Born to Run, and in that video I talked about why we were born to run and why it's so important and why exercise in general is so important. And today I want to talk about diet and specifically the vegan diet, right? And what my claim in this video is that if you're a true spiritual seeker, if you're somebody who truly cares about self-improvement, being the best version of yourself that you can be, and transcending to the highest levels possible as a human being, right? And even beyond being a human being and stepping into spiritual realms, raising your consciousness to godlike levels, to infinite levels, right? Realizing what God is, realizing infinity, realizing what spirituality really is, kind of accessing these higher dimensions, these higher chakras, if you will, right? Doing more advanced yogic practices. Well, my argument is that the best diet is the vegan diet for those who are interested in those types of things. So, why the vegan diet? The vegan diet is essential, in my opinion, to thrive and flourish on the personal development and spiritual path because it has removed almost all negative energy from it. So basically, when you're consuming animal products, any type of animal product, you're consuming something that's completely unnatural to the human body because we as humans were never evolved. We never evolved effectively to consume and digest animal products, whether that's meat or flesh or bone or any type of dairy product like milk or butter or like eggs from a chicken. Human beings were never designed to eat these sorts of things. And in school, you might learn that, human beings are omnivores, that we could eat whatever we want, right? And then we could survive off of whatever we want, right? This is complete garbage because you can look it up in the scientific community, in the health and nutrition community. You'll see what kind of foods cause heart disease, what kind of foods cause cancer, what kind of foods cause a short lifespan, right? And just disease and illness in general. And almost all the time, you're going to find animal products on that list. So that's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that animal products are intimately linked with people dying early, dying of disease and illness, having lower immune systems, and just lower satisfaction with life in general, right? So, you have to think about it. The human jaw, we have a lot of molars, we have a lot of kind of flat grinding teeth. And then you look at the jaw of you look at the jaw of a tiger or a lion, right? They have very sharp teeth for tearing through flesh, right? Humans don't have those type of teeth, and that's by design. That's not a bug, right? That's not something that that's not something that went wrong in our evolution. No, we have flatter, grindy teeth for a reason, because human beings were meant to consume plant matter, right? And for those people out there that say, well, oh, you know what, I'm on a carnivore diet, or I'm an omnivore, I eat whatever I want, and my life is just fine. Like, I have a great life, my health is great. Well, I would challenge you on that. What I would say is completely get rid of that for, at least a month or two. I'd say ideally probably like 2 or 3 months. Go completely vegan, cold turkey. And then after 3 months, come back to me and tell me how you feel. I'm willing to bet that you will change your tune pretty quickly when you stop eating butter and cheese and and dairy milk, whole milk, uh, steak and hamburgers and hot dogs. God knows what a hot dog even is. Does anybody know what a hot dog is? Like, I mean, there's some pretty nasty foods that our culture and our society promotes and likes to market and display all over billboards and on TV advertisements and commercials. It's very backwards. Um, and Luckily, we live in this day and age where veganism and plant-based diets in general are starting to become more recognized, more accepted, right? And they're starting to come to the forefront a little bit more. You go out to a restaurant, almost every restaurant is going to have at least one or two, vegetarian options, vegan options, plant-based options, right? And so you can see that this is a trend that's been forming in society, and it's only going to continue. It's only going to gain momentum as people become more aware, as people start to raise their consciousness more and more, as people start to delve deeper into spirituality and into themselves and into improving themselves and developing into, the kind of person that they want to be, from within, not from without, right? Intrinsic motivation. That's what we're talking about here. And that's why I decided to be vegan, because, to be honest, I didn't know anything about it. And, I was watching a channel and he was talking about all the benefits of it. And I was like, hey, you know what? I might as well try it. I do meditation. I'm on the spiritual path, right? I'm kind of headed in that direction anyway. Let me try to get ahead of it. Let me experiment with the diet and see if there really are benefits. If there is, if the hype is real, behind it. And I went on it, the beginning of 2020, and I never looked back because I clearly saw that my life vastly improved. And not only did my health and my physical health improve, but my mental health improved vastly as well. I could concentrate for longer. I didn't have as nearly as much brain fog. I wasn't as tired. And keep in mind, I was and I still am taking supplements, because there are some nutrients that you can't get through the vegan diet. Like, well, I mean, you can, but the food sources are kind of rare, so it's recommended to supplement. So, like, I supplement with B12 and some D3, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, with the my new diet and with this a little bit of supplementation, I mean, my mental clarity and mental acuity just skyrocketed. I could concentrate for hours and hours on end. I remember specifically, I was at the end of one of my college years at the beginning of 2020, and one of my college semesters. And I just remember, like, a couple months into the change, I was like doing homework and studying, and just like nonstop. And I was like, this is weird. Like, I never was this like passionate towards homework or any assignments or studying for tests or anything like that. And it was just like a natural, organic process of I just became so intent and so focused on my schoolwork, and I got straight A's that semester, and that was one of my last semesters. So not only physically, but mentally as well. And in terms of physically, I feel like I can go longer with my workouts. I feel like I could run longer. I feel like my breathing has improved as well. I've been starting to breathe more through my nose because that's a more natural form of breathing. And I noticed that being on the vegan diet, it's much easier to breathe through your nose, and your lungs start to open up and expand even more. It's truly amazing. Your entire body starts to shift in ways that you really couldn't comprehend before, because at least for me, I was eating animal products since I was a kid, since I was in, elementary school. So I didn't know any better. So, and I think that's the problem with today's society, is that most people just don't know better. Most people, they have their one diet that they've been stuck to for God knows how many years, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And, they think it's fine because, it's kept them alive for that, for however many years, but they never really experimented with it. They never really tried to expand their boundaries, expand their lives really. So, and in terms of spirituality and enlightenment and personal development and those topics, well, veganism is essential for that, because you listen, you can't be consuming the energy of murdered animals and slaughtered animals on a daily basis and be pursuing, God and higher states of consciousness and intense meditation, like, and spiritual practice. Like, these things, they're just not compatible, because you're going to see along the way, like, something's holding me back, something is limiting me from being able to expand my awareness, expand my consciousness even more. And you're going to start to see, oh, what I'm consuming in my diet is having a huge impact on how I'm feeling and how I'm thinking, and therefore I can't go as deep inward as I would want to. I can't go as deep inside of my own psyche, inside of my own body, because there's toxins in my body, there's blockages, there's energy blockages, there's pain and karma that's carried over from these dead animals and these products that just human beings were never supposed to consume. It's essentially, if, like, I don't know, you just started eating like paper. Like, human beings were not supposed to eat paper. Like, you're not going to feel good if you just eat sheets of paper all day, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, just trust me. If you're skeptical about this, try it for a month, 2 months, 3 months. come back here. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how your life has changed. If nothing happened, then so be it. Go back to your old diet. But I'm willing to bet that something's going to change for the better. At least one or two areas of your life are going to change drastically by changing your diet and going vegan. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this late night video. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe for more, hit the bell so you don't miss any notifications. I'm putting out videos pretty much every day, every other day, so you don't want to miss that stuff. And thank you for staying loyal to my channel. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and stay tuned for more.